I am Greg Barnes with Inside Carolina. Along with me here is analyst Rob Harrington as we preview the 2018-19 North Carolina Tar Heels. Rob, Brandon Robinson is a young man who he came in and we didn't expect him to play a lot early, and he didn't, but he showed pretty good potential. And I think last year he made strides. He's put on a little bit of weight. He's not the best outside shooter, but he can make some shots. He's decent in transition. And I think he's a good role player off the bench. What does he need to do to kind of make that next step and be more of a valuable contributor for this team?
Of course, the physical issue remains, the lack of strength, not just the lack of strength, but the lack of bulk. It's difficult for him to stand up to some of these bone-crunching screens that people will set. And especially now that so many people run their offense on the perimeter, he's getting hit a lot. And I think that's something that has hurt his playing time the past couple of years. Inconsistency as a shooter, although I think has shown progress there. I think his shot selection is the key. If he takes good shots with his feet set, I think he actually can be a very effective shooter, and especially from the corners. That was something he did in high school. The next step for him, in addition to just getting stronger, to the extent that he has that much control over his weight at this age, would be to become a more effective slasher, to understand when he has a lane to the basket, when not to make that attempt. But if he can integrate his game that way along with improved shooting, I don't know if he could start, but I think that he could move beyond that 4 to 6 minute per game level that he's sort of plateaued at the past couple of years.
One thing I would like to add about Brandon Robinson is the fact that we'll talk a lot this year about senior leadership for good reason. But Robinson's a guy who's kind of started to fill that role a little bit. And while he may not be the top leader this year, I think he has potential with how he interacts with everybody and his presence in the locker room to really step into that role next year as a senior.